all of them suffered deep pain, torture. A person was incarcerated for 7 years. The other person, his son committed suicide. It's all pain and death. And then this, the other one, her husband was kidnapped and presumed, I guess, they killed him. He was a human rights lawyer and advocate. And after hearing all of that, it was my turn to say something. I could not say anything. I was so overwhelmed. Actually, I cried. I guess the reason why I couldn't speak was it was so overwhelming to be with these people who had actually sacrificed a lot of their lives. And now are getting this reward. While I only had fun. I was happy. Everything was joyous in what I've been doing. I mentor in the way I write my music. It's always a celebration of life. It's always saying. It's always about pushing music, Filipino music. It's always about that. And for me, it's joyous. There's no sacrifice. That's why I was so touched. And I could not believe that, yun na nga. That's why I cannot believe, why am I here? For a long time, I was always asking why. I mean, I'm just doing the stuff I like to do. I've been doing a lot of workshops, you know? And this is how I have been able to distill the very idea about Filipino music being such a representative of the Filipino soul, the representative of us being Filipinos. We're so mixed in our blood, in everything we do. We are a representation of our mixed heritage. So for a long time, we have been seeking out that identity. What is the Filipino identity in all this? In all the music that we're doing, where is the Filipino? But then, since we're so busy saying that it's so Western, we forgot the fact that yung unique quality is because it's a mix of all this. You have to write your authentic experience in your milieu, in your locale, in your dialect, because that is how your songs, your communication becomes more authentic. And that's, for me, that is the Filipino in all this creativity. When you create with more authenticity if the experience is real. You know, my mother died when I was 6 years old. And I saw how difficult my father, as a single father, I saw him so challenged. So we had a quite challenged life growing up because we didn't have enough food on the plate. We did not have. I mean, these are things that I'm looking back on. No one was complaining. We were living the same. Everybody ate the same thing. It was like acceptance. Everything is, you accept what is there. You know, God has given you this, or has provided you with this, or you cry because of that, but you accept it. That's why I'm not much of I do not suffer so much, because I just say, well, acceptance. It's always, you just accept the fact that this happens because ganon. It's not something that I have to really work hard on. And all I needed really to do was study, do everything well, and not study very well. I was not studious. I was not academically. I was not an A-rate type of student. I was more like learning everything, learning through experience. My belief is I was just a medium because everything actually comes from there. It's in the air. It's so if you're Catholic, you will say that I know it's just really God's work passing through me, and I just write what is being sent to me.